Welcome to your reading. Today's topic we are looking into is what is your next big move? A big opportunity, a big life event taking place, a huge step that you're going to be taking in the near future. We want to find out, where are you making the biggest moves and strides these days? So there are 3 piles to choose from. We're going to use a different tarot deck for each pile. So you can use that, the crystal, anything that you feel drawn toward to help you choose your pile or piles today. So pile number 1, we have the Unfolding Path Tarot. Your card is the World. Your crystal is the Dragon. Pile number 2, we have the Wake Me Up Tarot. Your card is the 4 of Wands. And your crystal is the Stegosaurus. Pile number 3, we have the Light Seer's Tarot. Your card is the 6 of Swords. And your crystal is the Fish. So take as much time as you need to choose your pile. Head to the description and choose the timestamp that will take you directly to your messages. And I will see you there. Hey there, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Unfolding Path Tarot with the World card as well as the Dragon crystal, then you are in the right place for your messages. We are going to get started here today with a couple oracle cards to serve as an energy check for whether this feels like something in your pathway. This is your opportunity to make sure that you have chosen the correct pile, or that there are messages here for you today in general. It is up to the collective, the individuals, to decide how messages resonate with them, as well as to have the discernment of what is meant for them and what isn't. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple oracle to get an idea of what is this next move, major move, for pile number 1, please. Okay, your card is the Healer. Beautiful, beautiful. For pile number 1, what is their next big move? Perseverance. Gorgeous card, so vibrant. And let's go ahead and shuffle out a few tea leaf cards to get some specifics for pile number 1. What is this move that is on the way to them? Oh my gosh, that card disappeared. It like rolled. That's crazy. Oh wow. So pay attention to your health with the cane, with the Healer as well. Perseverance is almost giving me an image of someone being cared for. Jeez, I'm dropping all these cards. Someone being cared for in this image, absolutely. I'm seeing someone as being, this figure here, accepting the care from this other figure with perseverance and the encouragement there to continue on, the motivation that someone else is helping you to find, bringing it out of you with the Healer, paying attention to your health, some aspect of taking back control in some way. I'm seeing this green card that I want to pull. Happiness, taking back control, definitely finding some way to supplement yourself, supplement your life, strategies to help you. Your days are easier. With certain take care, enemies are working against you. I'm taking this message, take care, seriously. Enemies working against you, maybe recognizing things that were not encouraging healing for you, and seeing the ways in which certain factors were there to slow down your healing process or slow down your growth, whether or not that was the intention they had. You're recognizing these areas that were holding you back. The purse, pay attention to your finances. Healing in a financial aspect as well can be relevant in this pile. Making a big move to get back on track if there's some aspect of finances, love, deep affection, and caring with the heart. Emotional healing is relevant as well in this pile. I feel like I want to keep shuffling the tea leaf. Let's see if there's anything else. I mean, it seems like there could be a few more scenarios falling under this category. Owl, good advice from a wise person. This is this person on your shoulder here that is helping you, that is, again, just like supplementing your journey, being a support, a backbone, and whatever it is that you're trying to address, problems to be resolved. Who is there a figure in your life who is present that you recognize as could be a tool to help you overcome any of these aspects I've mentioned, or whatever is coming to mind for you if you're resonating with something more strongly that I have not picked up on? Cracked cup with dissatisfaction with life. Healing that kind of outlook. Good advice from a wise person. It could be like when you reach a certain point in life where you were looking for inspiration, you were looking for new knowledge to keep going, to develop new passions, and therefore to make life interesting and worth living. I think dissatisfaction with life is life getting you down lately, and something like this, calling this needs to be addressed. It cannot go on this way for much longer. I see in the viewfinder, I notice how similar these two look to each other. So a strong message on paying attention to finances, resolving something that is not in alignment with how you should be utilizing those resources, potentially for some of you. I think if this is relating to you, advice from a friend. Someone needing to be frank and honest with you about how things are going. This very well could be like your financial advisor, something like this. Some of you may be resonating with that being the person on your shoulder who is helping you to be set up for more long-term success with finances, with your health, with creating a fulfilling life. Not necessarily creating one, but showing you the way to what is already in your life and in front of you. And good advice from a wise person in conjunction with dissatisfaction with life. Someone who's like a mentor, someone who has been through what you were experiencing, something like this. This could be a person who is coming in to guide you through, with the horse, a short journey, and very quickly being able to connect, and very quickly being able to make realizations about the fact that what it is you have been going through is hurtful. It is painful to you, of course. It has been an ailment to you. It has been a stressor. It has been pouring into your life a feeling of lack, a feeling of loss even, feelings of fear as well, and the short journey that you're being asked to embark on, in which manipulating this way of thinking is your next move. It is your next move to accept help into your life, accept others' love into your life, accept advice from friends, accept advice. So much messages about accepting advice with the owl as well as with the dog. People in your life who are more outspoken about it and who are a bit more blunt with it, as well as a healthy combination with people who are greeting you with more, less judgment, I guess, and seeing the way that both approaches to helping you and to telling you like it is are beneficial to you. Both ways are hitting home for you, I think. You can benefit, some of you may benefit more so from more of a blunt approach. Great worry over nothing with the whale. Some of you may benefit from a more wholesome, understanding, looking to connect approach to someone calling out your actions potentially, or pointing out areas in which you can improve or change your life easily with the short journey with the horse, as well as the road to success, the mountain road. You are on the road upward. A short journey, truly. When you come toward the peak, yes, the incline increases, but the winding path, as things funnel upward to a peak, that winding path around it becomes quicker and quicker to rise up levels, per se, as you are reaching the peak of the mountain. You are so close, and it's just like a slip and slide that's going to take you all the way to the top. And I think that aspect is someone in your life, a wise person, a friend, a mentor, an advisor, helping you get something on track, helping you heal something, finances, health, physical health, happiness, broken heart. Yeah. Self-destructive behavior in general, someone pointing out the ways that you are bringing yourself down. And, there is that aspect of they don't see the full picture. They are not living in your body. They are not walking in your shoes, and they never will. And some defensiveness could happen because of the way that they are pointing out things that you have done and the ways you have gone about things, when, as the one who had to do that, you know exactly what your options were. You know what turmoil you were faced with at that time. You know what your limitations were. So taking things that others say with a grain of salt as well could be helpful for some of you in taking this advice in effortlessly. Love, accepting more love and advice coming from a place of love with the heart as well. Almost like intervention type vibes, like the way that you might feel some type of way being approached about something that needs altering, or even just a way that someone recognizes I can step into this person's life and intervene in some way to help them, all from a place of love. Yes, okay, we have to get into the tarot here, so let's see. Yes, those are the messages that have come through so far. Let's find out if there are any other specific messages. I do want to take this one that just fell, as well as two more. We have the Six of Wands, perseverance for sure coming through, as well as aspects of physical setbacks coming in was a message that has come through as well with the cane. And I think that this could be a representation for some of you of what you're capable when you are able to overcome some of those aspects with the help of others, with tools, resources, things like this that we know are coming in for you as a way for you to make big moves and big strides in elevating your health and elevating your body, whatever it is. Could be many, many things. Wow. Seven of Pentacles side by side with the High Priestess presenting this pomegranate here. I see a time of nurturing yourself, of pouring into yourself, treating those aspects of you that want to grow, giving them what they need, giving them that nourishment and food that they need, giving them the sunlight, giving them the water they need, as well as just your attention, your presence as well, to help heal and grow different aspects of yourself. And the fruit here, the pomegranate with the High Priestess, it's almost like she has manifested this and created this, and it's something that she has access to. There's an abundance within her that is being accessed with taking the time to nurture yourself, to allow others to provide for you in ways that are also contributing to you feeling nourished and satisfied with life in general, with how you feel, your mental, your physical, all of those things. The Three of Pentacles, people helping you, collaboration, super, super strong message. this sounds beautiful. It sounds like you have amazing people in your life, or an amazing person specifically who is here for you in this time. This is really, really refreshing. We have the Hermit. Some of you may feel alone. Some of you may feel like that is not the case, as I've just said that. Some of you may be thinking, yes, but my people are who you described as, you know, I have my financial advisor, I have Mr. Smith who's 70 years old and who's helping me with my bank account. Like, that's not a soul family member. That is not like someone I can count on. Some of you are feeling this way, which is completely valid. And it may be the truth. It may be your honest truth that you feel limited in who you can be vulnerable with. It may not be that you don't have options available. It is that lack of exercising vulnerability with these people that I saw 33 on the timer that is blocking you from opening up your heart space to them. And no blame going toward you if you are resonating with this, but it's just identifying something that very well could be going on in your heart space, and that is a struggle for you in opening up to love and vulnerability and accepting help where you need it, accepting pointers where you need it. Maybe not so much that aspect. I think you are open to criticism. You are ready to do the work to make changes. With the Hermit, you're ready to buckle down in that way. But I do feel like some of you wonder when you're going to feel this true, like, angel loving, comforting support on your shoulder. Who can that person be for you? There's this card that's been peeking out this whole time. We have the Four of Wands. Who can that person be for you? The part of you that truly celebrates yourself. I want to say an unlikely friend. Someone that you feel your interactions with have been limited to fun times, crazy times with this person. We get into the wildest things when we're together. We always have fun. That's our thing. But you have yet to venture into the world of opening up within this friendship. Recognizing now that maybe this friendship could grow stronger. It is very, very strong in compatibility with what you two enjoy together, things like this, but I think some of you are wondering how you can implement a softer side of yourself into connection with your friends, into having deeper conversation with your friends. Some of you, I think, are longing for this. And what is the move that is happening to allow this to come into your life? Overall, the move that I see you're making is one of finally accepting help, which is major. This really could be major for some of you as a turning point in things picking up speed, picking up progress, and as well as your heart space being fulfilled on top of that, which maybe is something that you, if you had known it would be like that, you would have accepted the help a while ago. So it's a pleasant surprise, definitely, having people in your life, whoever they show up as, coming in to support you. The Page of Pentacles, some of you could be having new support systems being put in place. If you feel like there's nothing for you now, there's something brewing up with the star that is caged that the Hermit is holding, and I'm noticing similarities to the pentacle that the Page is holding here too. You are like presenting yourself authentically. That could be a change for you, and it's only a matter of time before someone sees that shining light from you and who is attracted to it. And I think that you will be drawn to the people that you are meant to. You are you are like somewhat of like a mystical being is coming through with High Priestess and the Hermit. And it just takes knowing you to realize how much someone would have missed out on if they had shrugged you off and not accepted your openness and friendliness to conversate. Maybe you were the one who was like reaching out to strangers and things like this, and really you're wanting to connect. The Five of Cups. Yes, a sense of lack, wanting to connect, trying to recognize, actively trying, I see here for you, pile one, for some of you, doing your best to recognize those good things in your life, recognize the love in your life, recognize the power of your vulnerability, as well as your strengths in general and what you have going for you, and realizing that someone helping you, someone could never be forced to do that. It is sheerly out of their own will, inspiration from who you are, what you are doing, to jump in on that and to help out. Inspiration from love, inspiration from admiration for you, to help you. Never feeling guilty for that inspiration that they get to help you. It is entirely their decision. Never feeling guilty for that. Okay, let's finish up here. We're going to shuffle. If there's a few more messages that want to come through with the tarot before we end things off with final messages, advice, guidance, specifics, timeline, things like this for you guys, pile one. So let's shuffle here. Any other final messages? We have the Page of Wands flipped over. I think you're already, wheels are turning already. I think you're already considering what moves you should make next, depending on your situation. Yes, I believe that you were going to take anything that resonated with you today into consideration, and I think that it's going to be a very powerful source for you to manipulate further and work off of further, as well as set in stone your power, how valid it is that people admire you and that they see something in you. It's for a reason, and you're showing that more freely. Queen of Pentacles. You are showing that freely. You're showing up authentic. You're showing up comfortable. Enjoying the things you enjoy without thinking of what others would think about that. And this is where people are meeting you at. And it's no wonder that they feel they want to help you. So beautiful. So you can tell that this woman has done a lot, has been through a lot. That achieving this, you can tell she did it, and you can tell how much it is deserved, as well as how fitting the creation is for this person. And there's something about that that really inspires people when they see how unique an idea is, how unique a perspective is, and they really, really encourage and support being able to see the outcome of what this person can create when they are supported forward in that. Yeah. Great. Pile number one. That's awesome. We have our two decks here on the side that we're going to pull from to receive any final messages, advice, guidance for you, as well as the deck I'm shuffling now is an astrology deck. We'll see what this one can give us information for, some specifics, I think. Let's see. I think this one, we have Libra. Libra, the scales, the 7th house. Serving yourself justice for all the times that you were unsupported. Giving yourself grace in those times as well, because it sure did make you, again, this person who you can just tell. You can tell that there's a lot there with them. You can tell that their story is probably not as superficial as maybe it seems to others. There is something very, very beautiful about the way you show up. You show up in a very humble, authentic way, in a way that screams like, I want to say like motherly, like nurturing energy, if not for anyone else, for yourself, for the way that you clearly have showed up for yourself to create an authentic space that you can tell no one else has touched this. No one else was in charge of picking out the way this beautiful room is decorated, that this person spends decadent evenings in with all of their abundance and doing the things they enjoy the most. You can tell that this is all for them, and that is super, super inspiring. pile 1. We have the message no. I'm going to shuffle one more. No, when this card comes out with the exclamation point, it's like a very, very strong no. Let's see, here's one more. We have ask your angels. If there's a question you had in mind when that came out, if there is a doubt you had in mind, if there is any doubt you have in mind now, considering these energies and how they apply to you and how they resonate with you, if there's still any doubt you have, your angels are saying, are shutting down that thought immediately. If there is something that you asked, if there's something you've been asking yourself, something I haven't mentioned that you're saying, well, how does this play into things? This is something that I'm dealing with too that is yet to come through in these messages. And the answer for you, I feel called to say, is shutting that down and saying, no excuses, no worry about that. What you have heard today that is sticking with you and your heart space is what to take into consideration. Your angels are telling you, shut down those thoughts of doubt, shut down those thoughts of, this isn't me, this Libra person, this Queen of Pentacles, the world, this person pictured there, all giving off similar energy, motherly energy, regardless of gender. Your angels are shutting that down and telling you that you don't show up any less than the way that I have held these traits highly and the way that I've described these traits highly because of the way that they are coming through and the way I'm feeling them. It is not an exaggeration. Yes. That's your final advice for pile 1. Your next big move is going to be a very important one that is going to stick with you time and time again in future situations. This is an integral lesson to learn, to overcome, to implement from this point forward. This is a major, major move you're taking in any way that you're accepting love, help, and people into your life is serving you in a major, major way. With the card you chose is the World. Opening up a world of possibilities, gaining a lot from doing this. Time and time again in the future, it is coming back to serve you. The work you are putting in now. Pile number 1, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed your messages. If you did resonate with the information today, you were at your right pile, then leave a like on the video. Feel free to comment if you are called to, as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video. I am posting Sunday, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So, pile number 1, I wish you the best of luck in this situation. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in your next reading. Hey pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Wake Me Up Tarot with the Four of Wands card and the Stegosaurus crystal, then you have arrived at the right place for your messages. So we are looking at your next big move, big opportunity, something huge taking place in your life in the near future. So we're pulling from a couple of oracle decks to get an energy check to start. This is going to help you determine if you have arrived at the correct pile, or if there are messages out here for you today in this specific reading topic. So it is up to individual collective members to also discern which messages are resonating with them and disregard the rest, as there are a lot of messages for different people that can come through. So a card came out when I was shuffling this deck. You have the Father card, which immediately makes me think of the Four of Wands, which is usually a wedding is depicted in this. It represents major celebrations, major life events. And I'm immediately thinking of like the standard father of the bride, that kind of imagery coming through alongside with the wedding card. And in general, it makes me think that being drawn to this pile is representing a major, major vibrant event that I think we are going to uncover, because the nature of the card you chose is probably the best card to describe what exactly I'm trying to have come out as a result for you guys in this reading for a big move, a major life event. So, significance strongly with just those 2 cards. Here is another for pile 2, helping us understand what is this next big move they will be taking. Insecurity. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some tea leaf cards to get all the details. I'm super excited. I love working with the tea leaf cards. Okay, pile 2, we have the horse with a short journey. A short bout of insecurity, a short bout of doubting yourself and your path, firecracker, followed by a very strong intervention, helping you come back into a headspace that is more in alignment with what's going on with you. And I wanted to say, I was noticing how Father and the 4 of Wands, it's F. And then I noticed firecracker, so I don't know if that initial is significant to you or, yeah, some like word or phrase starting with the letter F that you, for some of you, is an extra message. Love, someone, significant other, romantic, a crush. Coins, with money will be coming to you. Finances as well, it could be representing a strong offering financially, thinking about the 4 of Wands, an offering of marriage, a vow of marriage, someone leading you to that opportunity with the image of father walking the bride down the aisle. Axe, with forces working against you. Or perhaps being led on a path that you don't think is traditional to where it is you're trying to go. You're thinking, should we be going this way? Jug, with lighthearted, carefree time, but it's all part of the journey. It's any like sense of a detour or a sense of being set back or not being on the right path. There are those moments where force is working against you. It can feel that way, but I think accepting day to day the changes taking place, accepting the shifts in energy, accepting the shift in where you feel you were called toward, it really can shift quite quickly and unexpectedly with the surprise of a firecracker. It's something that can a download spark within you out of nowhere, out of the blue, something coming in. A strong force regardless whether or not you feel it is working against you. It is, some of you may have different perception based on other specific factors in your case. So here's 2 I want to pull out. We have the shark with take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And mountain road with you are on the road to success. And you know, I choose a chunk of tea leaf cards separately for each pile. This deck is huge. You can't shuffle the whole thing at once. You have to at least split it in half. So I mix everything up, choose a chunk for each pile separately. And I'm mentioning that because mountain road, horse, and love all came through for pile number 1. And I think that definitely there are strong elements already coming through with this that I think maybe not be expanded upon in this reading right here, but in pile number 1's reading, if you're intrigued, that really gave you more specifics on how to take the forces coming into your life, whether or not you feel that they're working against you, capable of helping you, or that they are actually benevolent and helping you. I think that can give you more information if you feel called to check out pile number 1. But your messages specifically for pile number 2. This deck too, a lot of warnings come out of it, which this deck is really, really real, which I love. We have the warning somewhat of the shark with take care or there will be a loss of material wealth, as well as forces working against you. There's a message of successful outcome with being on the road to success, as well as with speaking of it being a short journey and one that is supported at that with having a horse to take you up this steep inclined path. Support that insecurity, feeling tethered to your insecurities, feeling tethered to past situations, definitely feeling like there is that force, that negative voice whispering in your head, affecting the things that you do. I think that this is a very real consideration that you have. Like, even thinking about the example of like weddings, insecurity of being put in that position of, you know, walking down the aisle, things like that. There is that voice in your head telling you you're gonna trip, you don't look good, whatever it may be. And this could be what is working against you. And I think take care or there will be a loss of material wealth is saying take care of yourself, take care of how you view these negative, intrusive thoughts that are not true about you. Take care of how you are considering those, because more or less, I think like a self-fulfilling prophecy, like almost what you are listening to and continuing to believe time and time again, or rather thinking it is harmless because you are just simply letting the thoughts pass. You're not saying they're true, but you're just simply letting them pass and you think that's okay. That is okay, but I think taking care to try to actively combat these ideas. What can you do to uplift yourself and to at least shut down some of these? Like, simple fact, your brain is telling you you're going to trip. That's an easy one you can deconstruct. You can say, I'm not going to trip because my shoes fit my feet and my feet support me. Yes, try to deconstruct, fight back against some of these aspects that could be haunting you and really holding you down. I was getting at the message, take care, a warning, because I think self-fulfilling prophecy, believing these things time and time again, accepting them in a neutral way, anything less than not trying to actively fight them, I think is going to allow them to continue to grow and take greater hold in your life. Be more lighthearted, be more carefree, and I think you will find that a lot of these aspects work their way out of you on their own if you enter into life with as a journey, as a celebration, as one big celebration, doing the best you can to implement more fun, lighthearted experiences, allowing that to come out of you, I think is the pathway you are being called toward. And it is something you are capable of. It is a short journey. Yeah. Pile number 2, let's jump into the tarot to get additional messages. So for pile 2, here's one card. The Page of Swords. This is all it takes, is deconstructing some aspects, and soon enough, I think you were showing up in a more like bubbly, vibrant way because of this. This Page of Swords looks so friendly and ready to talk, ready to chat. You're ready to be approached by others and to approach other people. The Tower, because that perception of who you once were has come crumbling down in the best way possible. I think you were transforming. The Page of Swords is a realization and picking that thought up, considering it, and it can grow from there. It can grow to Knight, then Queen, then King of Swords. You were kind of at the beginning of having conceptualized, breaking down, using your mind power. Intellectual comes through with the sword, the suit of swords. Using your mind power to fight back is a message. The Seven of Cups, the Three of Swords as well. Fighting back about all of this, seeing, not being overwhelmed by feeling like I have a lot of work to do. That could be a recognition at first, and then the overwhelm of, well, where do I even start? There's several factors I think you will find that can contribute to messing you up. I mean, and it's at no fault of our own, the things that we have gone through. The Three of Swords, the heartbreaking situations that are imprinted on our hearts forever, that affect us totally. I believe that 100%. And walking away from that, the Eight of Cups, accepting that as your journey, accepting the loss, accepting everything that occurred along the way as, you know, part of the human experience. Finding inspiration in the fact that you actually have the ability to move on. Okay. Yes. We have the Star card. Finding that inspiration, encouragement coming for you today. Confirmation and affirmation with the Star card, number 17. A beautiful, beautiful message always, always when it comes out, I believe, in tarot readings. You are supported, your heart space is being held at this time, and you are shining from it. And momentum is picking up, and the energy field around you is growing stronger and is more tightly wound and attracted to your space because it is in process of transformation and changing, and soon enough it's going to make greater orbits, make wider orbits around you, and reach more energy fields around you and reach more people as well. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel this is someone who's about to share with others and who is providing for others as well, cooking a large meal for them, and she has enough for herself, and it's starting to spread and seep out into other people. She has enough for herself with the Four of Pentacles. And you have a lot to give. You have a lot to offer up in terms of advice, information of how is it that you have done what you've done despite other factors. Questions of how is it that you did that is inspiring. It is incredible. With the King of Cups, this card is so nice. I love it. A companion animal could be really important to you as well in this time. And this, that energy of being more lighthearted and carefree. This person seems so warm and approachable. And I think that you were opening up a heart space that you didn't know could be translated outwardly. Maybe it was something you've struggled with, a feeling you have all of this emotional depth within you, and you're finally able to share that with others, whether through creative pursuits, through your projects and what you make, what you speak. The way you collaborate with others is very, very impactful at this time. Okay, I think 2 more tarot cards, please, for pile number 2. What else can they know about this situation? The Page of Wands, another aspect of like page, beginning of starting a specific journey. And this one is one of inspiration, of creativity, your creativity taking off through this as well. A lot coming into your life because of this opening, because of this pathway that has been identified within you and has been journeyed. Okay, one more card here for pile number 2 for this big move in their life, which is a lot of acceptance of yourself, confidence. 5 of Wands, confidence that competition is not, it's just not a factor for you. That's what this card is coming through. I don't think competition is any factor within this. I think this is saying that people have unique things that everyone here is doing something different, and yet they're all fighting. Like, what is up with that? I mean, yeah, it's like everyone has their own lane, and just the competing, this aspect of competing for happiness, for success and joy, should never be a thing. It isn't a thing for you. This is not something to consider. That is all that message is telling you, is that everyone is in their own lanes, and the encouragement is that everyone gets to enjoy being on that pathway for themselves. And a final card I wanted to pull with the Fool. This is a big step. We're speaking of your next move, your next step. This is the biggest move and step you can take in the entire tarot deck with the Fool card. The beginning, card number 0, taking the leap, literally falling blissfully. She's chill. She's vibing as she's falling, plummeting to earth. And she's going to be caught and supported. You can already see the starts of that happening. As soon as you take the leap, support is going to rush in. Freedom, exhilaration, all of that as well for you, pile 2. Very, very nice. I love this deck, by the way. It is a new deck. I'm going to link it in the description. You can buy it on Etsy, but I love it, love it, love it so far. And I haven't really seen too many other people use it, so I will have that in the description box if you are interested. But let's get our final messages, some advice, guidance, any other like specific details from this astrology deck to start. For pile number 2, Uranus with the blue, speaking of emotional depth. I think there are major, this is feeling like this is almost like a once in a lifetime opportunity to hop onto this energy of transformation. It's like this is only going to come around for you. The train is not stopping, it's continuing to move. And I think that you are answering the call. You're not missing anything that is important to stress, but I'm just speaking of like the support systems that are in place and that have been implemented specifically to support you with this step. Like, everything is aligned, everything is prepared for you, and that is a unique circumstance to be presented with, and encouraging to the support of it all that you have. I'm thinking of cycles of the planets, and ones like this that take longer to orbit. They only come back to their starting point every so often, every few decades, even, things like this. And that's what I'm thinking of. Uranus is one of the longer transits in the solar system. And so answering that call of when it comes around, when that energy makes its way around to you, hopping on it, and then you're set for a while. You are on that transit for a good while, if not indefinitely. Yeah. Okay, now from our Angel Answers deck, I want to say if you do have a specific question, now is a good time to keep that in mind as I am shuffling out of this deck. I will interpret it for the message that I feel when it comes out, but it could for sure be like a dual message for you, answering the question that you hold in your mind as well as the one that I'm going to present to you. So here's a card that I do feel on the bottom. Success. Beautiful. Beautiful. Success. No fear of missing opportunities, no fear of failure for you guys, pile 2. Success is on the way. Success is very highly supported. Okay, anything else here to close out the messages for pile number 2 on their next big step? Remain positive. Beautiful. Remain positive. Remain in that carefree, lighthearted energy. And this one I need to take as well. It says be assertive as well. Competition, be assertive and putting your foot down that there's nothing to worry about in this aspect. If any competition is relevant for you, also knowing that I think you have what it takes. Everyone here has a unique aspect to how they are performing and presenting themselves, and be assertive in what you bring to the table in all situations, whatever this may apply to. So pile number 2, with all of that being said, those are your messages for the next big step that you are taking. I hope that you resonated, and I hope that these messages were helpful to you. I really enjoy doing this reading for you guys and channeling all these messages, relating them to you. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment if you feel called to. I'm very receptive in the comment section for you guys, as well as subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss future readings. I'm uploading on Sunday, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 4 times a week, so watch out for that. Subscribe so you don't miss the future messages. I have so many ideas that I cannot wait to get into for this channel. I'm so happy to be here, so grateful. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next reading. Hey Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Light Seer's Tarot deck with the 6 of Swords and the Fish Crystal, then you arrived at the right place for your messages on the next big move taking place in your life. So let's start with some oracle to help us identify the energy of what's coming through to you, and as well as to help you understand if you have arrived at the right pile, as well as if there are messages in this reading specific topic for you today. As this is a collective reading, it's important for the individual to be able to discern and recognize what messages are meant for them and disregard the rest, because many things can come out reading for the collective. So with all that being said, you guys did get a very thick stack of tea leaf cards today, so that's exciting. We'll see what comes through with that. But let's shuffle out the energy check for what is your next big move for pile number 3. What is in the works for them? We have the Heart. I do want to pull this one that's peeking out too. The Unseen. Wow. Okay. A few things coming through, but I'm going to wait to start speaking. Miracle. Wow. That's beautiful. Unseen miracles. My goodness. Okay, let's take this one. The Wall with Misunderstanding. What is this next big move for pile number 3? Oh wow. Okay, we have the Axe with Forces Working Against You. I feel these two. We have the Well with Family Wishes Come True. The Dagger with Fear, Worries, Tense Situations. I want to keep going with the tea leaf. Okay. Oh goodness, I just dropped so many. Okay. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. That's beautiful. And I want to say the card I do see when I look down is the Cat card, which if you feel like there's a companion animal or a spirit animal who is with you, I think that that is a message from them. I see a little black cat peeking out right here. That's Haystack with Karma. You will reap what you have sown. Wow, this deck can be kind of like intense, but I will let you know what I'm feeling very shortly here. 2 cards, the Club. Speaking of intense, we have someone will try to make you do something against your will. as well as bread with period of prosperity and abundance. And final message from Tea Leaf, we have mountain with major challenge to overcome. Every group today had some aspect of mountain coming out in this card, some challenge ahead, or a pathway, a specific pathway to take coming through with all 3 readings today. So, the Six of Swords, the heart, the unseen heart space, the unseen untapped potential for miracles, the untapped potential for utilizing that to outpour into other aspects. A misunderstanding of what your heart is trying to tell you. With reminders here of angel, the spirit animal, the cat, the haystack, karma, good karma coming for you for what you have put out. A misunderstanding about how that works for you. Feeling like you've done something wrong in your journey, feeling like it's so easy to take a misstep and to lose what you've been working toward. A lot of feeling like someone is going to take something from you, fear and worries, challenge to overcome, fear of things working against you. The reminder here is that the unseen factor in all of this is the protection that you have for yourself. The heavy way that you protect your own heart is very powerful for you. And not only that, it is also supported by angels, by spiritual guidance and protection from harm. This is that unseen aspect of what you have going within you. A major challenge to overcome could be allowing that to flow out to your outward space and to go from the unseen to the seen. Stepping over this mountain to open up a whole new field of vision, removing this mountain to see what is behind that rock solid outward for you. This is a challenge to overcome, is releasing this heart space to the world for those who may benefit from it, for those who may need it, as well as to bring you into alignment of how you were meant to feel about yourself. This misunderstanding of, why are you so emotional? Why do I feel so conflicted in my heart space? Why do I feel temptations? Why do I feel callings to do certain things? What is not understanding the forces behind that and why this is happening for you, wishing that your heart would behave differently. Something that you have yet to accept that your heart is drawn toward and that you feel called to. A miracle. What is this aspect of a miracle coming through? How is this going to manifest for pile number 3? How are they going to make this major move of opening up their heart to the world, to be receptive, to be seen? Okay, for pile number 3, can we get tarot to expand on this? The world, speaking of expansion, the world has been unseen, literally traveling with the Six of Swords, seeing the world, if this is plausible for you. Ace of Pentacles, seeing what is out there, utilizing some resource to pour into this, feeling that it is important to dedicate resource to use some of your savings for something like this. You are buying a ticket, you are packing your bags. If you're capable, if this feels like something that is reasonable for you as a next move pretty quickly here, it could very well be traveling to a new location with Six of Swords, about taking off to a new destination. The world, uncovering the world, seeing examples of areas where the heart space is honored, areas where spiritualism thrives. Things like this, going overseas somewhere to where you can connect with you start to recognize the values that you have because of this, because they're more prominent in other spaces in the world, perhaps. You're walking around and you're thinking to yourself, like, this feels right for me. I totally agree with how things are done here. I am totally in flow with what the norm is in this space that I have traveled to. You could be opening a lot of potential of where it is more accepted to be the way you are. It is more accepted to speak your true thoughts and true desires, and that language is understood. The Eight of Cups, about leaving, once again, leaving to a brighter horizon. Clear as day. The Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords is this card. Interesting. So, confirmation about you buying a ticket, you plugging resources into an opportunity, and expansion, mind expansion, seeing new worlds, seeing new cultures, things like this are going to expand your mind and allow the mind and the heart space to communicate and connect with each other seamlessly. The Seven of Swords I do see as a message of like a silent retreat in the night, of escape in the night. Something like this, where breaking free, escaping because of what you have been shown. The Strength card, I'm being supported in it as well, already carrying the strength and the softer aspects as well as the more bold, prideful ones that are going to support you in making the most of this situation, making the most of coming to understand new things about yourself and the world and connecting with new communities, making the most of that and expanding on it from there, considering living somewhere full-time. The Three of Cups, really putting down roots there, having met people where you've traveled and really, really enjoyed it and resonated with those people, and now having lifelong connections with them, or otherwise putting down roots somewhere new. Okay, let's see. Other messages for what is this big step that pile number 3 is taking. We get a lot of movement and travel. Escape from old, outdated mindset that you have. Escape from the way your heart was trapped. Escape from the limitations you had felt there. King of Swords, and coming into the energy of the King of Swords is a great place to land. The King of Swords is seeking truth always. The Two of Swords doesn't see truth. The Two of Swords is blinded by her options. The King of Swords is the one who sees all of it and beyond, with the Owl. Seeing things deeper, seeing new territories, all of these different creatures around the King of Swords. We have a dragonfly, we have a crow, we have what looks like a bat, we have the owl. He has harnessed this group. You are harnessing your pack, your unique pack where everyone brings something different to the table. Four of Cups, offering you new perspective, and it is your judgment on whether or not to take that into consideration and to take it and run with it. Okay. Here are 2 more cards. We have the Hanged Man, and final card is the Ten of Pentacles. I see the outcome as a strong one indeed, with this change in perspective that the Hangman represents, flipping things on their head, becoming more appreciative in general, as well as meeting new people, traveling to new places and territories, and potentially setting down roots there, or potentially making a mark on these spaces before you leave. You are going from unseen to very, very visible is also a message. You could be putting yourself out there more and connecting with lots of different communities, connecting with your inner child, finding yourself like being able to lean into that playful energy more often and bring it out in others as well. Okay, I do see this card. I'm just going to take this final one. We have the Three of Pentacles, really confirming the idea of working with others, everyone playing off of each other, 3 and 3 being supported by community, being supported by family, by friendships, all of this. Okay. Your messages, pile number 3, for the next big move you're taking very well could include travel for some of you. It can include deconstructing a truth that you believed to be true that was bringing you down, going from unseen to seen in regarding aspects of yourself, and also regarding how others are now, you are visible to them, very clearly visible, and also the way that you are where their eye is drawn as well. All coming from a shift in perspective, from a moment of opening up and connecting heart and head, moving forward with a new perspective, and knowing that you are supported with the Strength card. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull from this astrology deck. We'll see additional messages for specifics on this. Let's see what they have to say. Wow, we have Aries. Aries is passionate. Aries is a go-getter. Aries is the first zodiac. The first sign in the zodiac wheel starts with Aries, the initiator. Yes, the initiator, the leader, the example, the one who is seen. Very clear on who you are. Aries, they know who they are. I'm shuffling again, so we're going to see if there's anything else that wants to come out for you from this deck. I do have Taurus. Taurus was what I wanted this to be. I thought of love. I thought of vulnerability, femininity, regardless of gender. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love, essentially. A gentle giant is what you are. Not that, okay, yeah. But you're gentle and a force to be reckoned with at the same time. With the bull, with Taurus. That is who you are. That is coming through for you today, pile number 3, as encouragement for who you are and who you are going to step into. You are capable of that. Okay. Final messages and advice. Don't stop. We have for you guys, pile 3, the message of don't stop. Don't stop seeking improvement. Don't stop seeking betterment of yourself. Don't stop seeking new adventure and connection. Get going and then don't stop is your message. Okay, so the last card I'm pulling here for pile number 2, it so happened that I offered up to them, hold a question in your mind, and this next card I pull can be the answer to that very well as the answer to the question that I am going to hold and the way that the message is going to be channeled to me. Also holding a specific question or concern perhaps in your mind, and this card can serve as the answer in a way that is left for you to deconstruct and determine. So here it is. We have perfect timing. Perfect timing came out while I was shuffling this deck before filming, so it wanted to come out again. Perfect timing for you to receive this message. Perfect timing for you to go grab that cheaper flight. Perfect timing for you to be offered up a trip, going on a trip with a friend. Perfect timing to be approached with someone who is willing to have a more vulnerable conversation that opens you up a lot. The unseen to the seen, feeling seen. All in divine timing. Don't stop now. It is coming in quickly, and the timing is supported right now. Okay. a final message I'm going to pull from this deck, and then we will be done with this reading. Bottom of the deck, we have meditation brings answers as an offering for another strategy that will help guide you on this path and keep you in alignment. Meditating brings answers about your true heart's intention and allows that to be translated authentically because you get clear on it and you spend time with it and come to understand it. These are your messages, what you're being called to as this next big step is quickly laying the groundwork for you to approach. Pile number 3, if you enjoyed today's messages, if you were resonating with the information coming through, leave a like on today's video, leave a comment if you feel called to, as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future readings. I am uploading on Sunday, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So look out for that, subscribe. So I will see you in the next one. I have so many ideas. I'm so excited to tackle all of them. I'm so grateful and happy to be here reading for you guys. It is so special to me and I love doing it a lot. So with all of that said, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I wish you the best of luck on this journey, and I will see you in the next reading.